Hi, welcome to the project house. Come on in. I first discovered this house in 2020 during COVID when I was wandering around this neighborhood with my friend James, who lives nearby. We came up here because we knew it was empty and sort of started snooping around the exterior of the house. There was something intriguing about it, mainly the site and the view. And it didn't come on the market until fall of 2024. Hi, I'm Trina Turk, and we're here in Palm Springs, California, where I've been a part-time resident for 27 years. Besides the incredible landscape, one of the best-known things about Palm Springs is its plethora of mid-century modern architecture. I've had the opportunity over the years to tour at least 100 buildings and homes throughout the Coachella Valley and also up in the high desert. A lot of that inspiration has fed into the collections that we create for Trina Turk. And it's also sort of planted a seed in my mind that I wanted to find a classic mid-century modern Palm Springs home in original condition to restore. And I think I finally found the place. So what are the characteristics of a classic Palm Springs mid-century modern home? I'd say that they are usually one story. They often have clerestory windows to let light in. They often have a flat roof, although there's a lot of fun variations on that. They have a swimming pool, and most importantly, there's a real indoor-outdoor connection that's achieved through walls of glass, or sliding doors that open onto a porch or a patio that really blur the line between what is interior and exterior space. The house is in really rough condition, but where some people see a tear down, I see potential. And that's why I'm really excited about the project.
As you can see, we've gotten started here at the amazing project up at Cahuilla Hills with Trina Turk. Our main process for a place like this would be to initially come in and draw the home in our 3D design software so we can get a real perspective on what we actually have, what rooms are adjacent to each other, what opportunities there are to bring that functionality and not in any way ignore, but instead embrace the mid-century architecture that we have here. We're essentially going through and removing a lot of debris and otherwise distracting things from the property, and quite frankly, there is a lot of distracting things here that are causing us to have a little bit of trouble envisioning exactly what can be. So we're going through a process right now of cleanup and getting some stuff out of there. No way.
We've been looking for those. We've been looking through the house for these. The owner said they were in that closet, but...
Go right to the place we're looking.
Harold J. Bissner, architect. Robert L. Pitchford, associate. Cool. Oh my God, that's amazing.
And Harold Bissner is absolutely on our list of starchitects.
That is so cool. Okay, exciting find. When I first saw the house, this pool was full of junk. So it's actually been a little bit cleaned out already. I mean, there was like old lawn furniture, there was trash, there were boxes. It was really bad. So this, even though there's a lot of junk around still, this is a lot better than it was. I mean, one of the things that I think is gonna make a really big difference up here is once we trim these palm trees and cut down the ones that are dead, I think it's really gonna open up the view, and that'll be fun. So this room looks like it was set up as a bar, and I do think that the vibe in here could be sort of pool house and maybe cabana-y, kind of like leading to the pool. I don't know about this bar. I think it's a kind of an awkward shape. And on the plans, the floor plan, this is marked hallway.
Okay.
I'll be interested to see, what they actually call this room and the real plans.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Family room. This room is called the family room. It's not very big for the family room, and it's also funny that there's a bar in the family room. Anyway,
family who drinks together.
Yeah, and then there's this funny whole stereo system set up in these doors with the lattice cane. There's this whole vintage stereo system with an old reel-to-reel tape deck. We're super into open kitchens now, but apparently in the 1960s, the kitchen was something to hide. And in this house, it's hidden behind these louvered doors. And it was this whole little baby blue galley kitchen with a skylight. It's pretty dark in there, so we have to figure that part out. But I do think that the baby blue color is kind of charming, and maybe it's something that we could incorporate somehow. Also, this wall right here is a boarded up window. So once the boards are gone, you can only imagine how much light comes into this space. And you're basically looking at the rocks of the mountain. So that's something that we've actually never seen from this angle, but we just have to imagine how that'll look once we fix the windows. So one of the ideas that we had for this room is that, there's this incredible view, and we were thinking of knocking this wall down behind where Stephen's standing just to open the view up. Even though that wasn't how the house was originally designed, it seems like it would be really cool to have this whole expanse of the mountains. These two chairs we found in the basement, and they're, they need to be restored, but they're kind of cool chairs. So I thought that this was another one of those things that kind of gave you an idea of what the decor was back in the day. So mustard velvet, I'm into it, with tufting. It sounds cool. One of the things that I found most interesting is the wallpaper that in most of the house is peeling off the walls. So I want to incorporate some of these ideas without trying to recreate the past. So this room is a great example of wallpaper peeling off the walls. This is this flocked wallpaper. And in the bathroom, if you come in here, the bathroom is in really bad shape, but it has this funny, almost blue sky wallpaper with a little bit of silver metallic on it, which I think is pretty hilarious. In the another bedroom over here, don't mind the junk. They actually wallpapered this whole wall with a map. And of course, all the shellac has gotten really yellow, but I guess this kind of shows how the people who lived in this house were sort of interested in doing something fun. And also it has this funny porthole window, which the seller described to me as something that his dad thought would be cool. So here it is. It's a wood framed window that's made to look like a metal porthole from a ship. So this is another bedroom, and this is the wall that we were thinking about removing to open up this whole expanse of the view. And then the area over here, which is currently the closet, we were thinking could be turned into sort of an entertainment area where there's a TV and maybe some shelving, etc., with some seating here. And so that would sort of be part of the living room. This room is the primary bedroom, and it's right next to the pool. It has an incredible view. You can see all of Southridge and the Bob Hope house. I love how the windows in this room come to a corner, and in the morning I'm sure it's flooded with light. It's a small room, but I think that the view is what really makes it. The house has this really big wraparound deck, and once again, it's in terrible condition, so it really needs to be completely rebuilt, but it adds to the indoor-outdoor space of the house, and it's quite wide. So I think it'll be really amazing once we rebuild it and figure out how to maybe make the roof not quite so heavy and bring a little bit more openness into the design of this place. Thanks for joining us on this tour of the house as it stands now. We're in the planning stages, and we have a lot of work to do to figure out what the next steps are. But we are going to document the whole process as we go along, and we hope you join us as we bring this house back to life.